Now then, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast Infinity on the Hypermine server. So today, in the meteoric base of awesomeness, I've still got some work to do down this lower end here to make it look like a meteor has actually crushed itself into the side here. It does a good job of world generation. And I'm not going to mess around with actually building it out on camera. I'm kind of happy with it just looking rough and messy as it's supposed to after a meteorite has hit. People know this is my base. I don't need to fancy up the overworld side of it much more at all. Apart from on the underside over here, this bit, this overhanging section here. Need to put a little bit more work into this and figure this out a little bit more. It kind of slopes off a bit too fast for me, and I put that ridge all the way around it so that I can walk around the outside of my base, or at least around the outside here. And I've hollowed out the inside a little bit more here as well, just to tidy things up. And I've got to do something with this hole as well. I'm thinking that this hole is actually going to be... I don't know what it's going to be, but I also want all of the walls going down through the earth to be properly set up as well. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. Let's a splash. This is what I've done with the internal dome so far. So far, so good. I don't know. I've been playing around with different block types, right? So we've got the purple coloured cobblestone, white coloured cobblestone. We've got some cobblestone that's small brick-like, and then we've got huge cobblestone tiles just like on the floor. The dome looks okay. It may not look high-tech enough for the future though. But this is supposed to be a mining HQ. Mining headquarters, but at the minute it's my base, so have a look around. So I finished the dome, and I've also got all the bits and pieces sorted out that I need. All the loot and things that I've been picking up around and about the place I've got into these chests around here as well. So there's Botania stuff, there's Stormcraft stuff, there's Witchery stuff. I got some Forestry Bee stuff, and then I ran out of frames. Got some berry stuff that I've been picking up. I got mob drops. Endermen keep paying me a visit in here for some reason. Have to keep killing them off. I got my nice little bed set up with a nice little chest at the back here, the sky chest with all my applied energistic stuff in, which I want to get into again this series. My carpenter's safe, as yet empty, but locked still, so I can put valuables in there and hide them away. My bookshelf. I've been doing a bit of exploring, and I've ended up finding all of the books around the place, and also managed to find an Efficiency 1 book. Not that special, I know, but still. And a little bit of a chest and table type affair next to my bed. Yeah. So it's kind of like a living area. I got a couple of armor stands there as well for when I actually get some armor to put on them. So I've got different types of armor types. Like there's the Stormcraft armor and the Botania armor and all that kind of stuff. And then there's techie power armor stuff and things. All of that kind of stuff over in this corner, sort of personal possessions for my home as it is at the minute. Once I've got a real home somewhere, and this is just a mining base, the home away from home will probably get moved over, and this corner will get used up for some sort of machinery probably. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stay here or not. Over on this corner we've got where I've been growing all my trees to get all my wood. I did have loads more than that, but then I started making chests and things all over the place. Chests and barrels and carpenter's doors. These garage doors are pretty awesome looking, aren't they? Carpenter's garage doors, they're awesome. Very easy to make as well. You just literally just craft some of these blocks and you make 8 of them. It basically turns all of those 8 carpenter's blocks into 8 blocks, and you know how easy carpenter's blocks are to make, don't you? Let's make another couple like this. You circle around and put that in the middle, and there you go, look, carpenter's block. And there's a new one as well now, which is an open block scaffolding. So 8 scaffolding made out of sticks, yeah. And then there's carpenter's blocks, which is awesome as well. Now, Feed the Beast Infinity is kind of meant to be played on the expert mode. I think the Feed the Beast team expect there to be about 10% of players play it on the expert mode, and they've found that about 15 to 20% of players are actually playing on expert mode. But as this is the Hypermine server, and we've got a mixed bag of people, as you can see, the list is slightly longer because a few more people have played. We've got Ector and Voodoo Beard online with me at the moment. Because of that, it has to be on easy mode, because there's some people that don't do modded Minecraft quite as much as me. And so, expert or easy, it ended up being easy was the only way to play, really. And that's fair enough, isn't it? To make sure that the majority of people are having fun on the server. Expert mode's probably better for a single player series, and I don't have any intention on making a single player series Infinity Evolved on expert mode. Got bits and pieces, stuff and things over in this builder's corner, just set up and easily sorted out. Robbed myself a Tinker's Construct smeltery. I went to a village not far away. Let's have a look. I went for a little wander around over this sort of area to see what was over here. Found this village over here and robbed it blind. You can probably see just on the map there where the smeltery was once upon a time. Server restart in 5 minutes. Cheers. Thanks for that. I haven't had a server restart yet. So yeah, I've built that, and I've processed all of my ores. So I've got no more ores in this golden bag. I got plenty of bits and pieces though, just from having the turtles running for a little while. And yep, another load of stuff has been finished just recently, slightly automated with a few hoppers and chests, and nothing special really. Hoppers and chests, fairly vanilla, and a redstone clock from Extra Utilities just to keep pumping it out of the overall thing. And because I'm down in this level, I'm encountering a lot of lava pools, so I'm getting plenty of lava to keep it stocked up and that kind of stuff. But I will show you a little bit more after the server restarts. Okay, the server has restarted and everything is well. I am preparing up some bronze for a little bit of forestry. Maybe not this episode, but later on, down the road. I have noticed that copper seems to be one of the rarest ores. And if you look, gold, I've got blocks of gold. Silver, I've got loads of silver. I've got a load of silver in here as well. Load more silver in there. And there's also loads of lead. Lead and silver sort of form together in this. Iron, I've found plenty. The electrum is gold and silver that have managed to mix together. I've got plenty of tin ingots there as well. Iron ingots. I've found some ferrous ore. And I've mixed some electrum, which is gold and silver, I believe. Yes. So, copper. I was wondering, why copper? And I dug out all of this area and didn't find any copper. I think the copper veins have been up higher. I think this low down I'm finding the rarer ores. And those rarer ores have been sort of removed. No, that's the wrong word. The rarer ores have been replaced with replacing the more mundane ores. You see, like this, I get, well, that's four silver ore, nice and easy down here. No problemo. There's some lead there. There's some more silver ore here, and the silver's with the lead as well. Look, there's tons of it. It forms quite readily around, but not so much the copper. And I'm wondering why not so much the copper. I'm wondering why. And my only guess is that stuff like this uranium ore is spawning instead. Uranium ore and diamonds are spawning instead down here. So I need to do a little bit of mining up above on the surface to try and get a load more copper, because I'm going to need a lot of brass, bronze. I'm going to need a lot of bronze for forestry and things like that. Why is there a gap there? I remember I put a gap there because I put this too high because I had an Enderman in my base and I had to come and stalk here and just whack him about a bit. I do have a cool new sword for that now though. This, the Ender is increased skull and ender pearl drops. Yep, the Ender. Very good at fighting Enderman. And it's a loot drop in chests around about the place. They're all coming back on now. The server's restarted. So, yeah, today I wanted to show you a little bit about the turtles. How to make them, how to name them, and how to basically make them do things. It's been a fair tradition now that Spellcheck's been my first made turtle. My second made turtle is named after my son, Thomas, because he wanted to see his name in lights, as it were. And so, we're going to make a couple of turtles very quickly now, just to show you that process, and just how simple it is to make them. And hopefully I've got all the pieces that I need close to hand. I haven't got any of that, but I have got some chests here. You're going to need a chest for a turtle. We're also going to need a diamond pick for a mining turtle as well, so there's a good thing. There's a thing to remember. Getting a tree farm early on, quite important, I believe. Getting a turtle as soon as you can requires a bit of wood, and you need to do a bit of mining. So we're going to quickly make 2 computers, and then we're going to quickly make 2 turtles. Nice and simple. It is that easy. And 2 picks. So diamonds. I do have a lot of diamonds thanks to all the turtles. Or the turtling's been a very good thing. You get resources so fast early game in this. Now, this is easy mode, of course, right? Equipped. There it is. Easy mode is easy. There's no real, recipe changes and progression lines and stuff. So these mining turtles are easily attained if you're playing on easy settings. I haven't played the advanced settings yet, so I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to fuel them up for starters. So lava. Lava's a nice, abundant, easy fuel to get. Okay. Your start is with probably using coal or wood or anything in this slot, and just typing refuel makes it take the fuel that's in that slot, and then it'll tell you its fuel level is 1000. So it's got 1000, and you know this is like millibuckets. So 1000 millibuckets of lava goes into that, and the value of 1000 millibuckets goes into here. And you can literally just press the up arrow and it'll retype again. And so refueling is that simple. There is a way to do it actually while you're in the nether. And the first time I refueled my guys, it was in the nether. So there we go, right? I keep pressing E to escape it. Another potential way, I don't have a lot of coal here. Let's go, I don't have any coal there either. Dang it, I've got 1 piece of coal. 1 piece of coal to my name. I've got some more coal in here, yeah, no I do. Okay, another way of refueling is to put, actually let's refuel the other one with this. Pressing all the buttons on that one. Let's put 15 in there, okay? So the refuel command would take 1. There you go. So 1 piece of coal is worth 80 in comparison to 1000 megabuckets of lava. 1 coal is worth 80 millibuckets of lava. Now, putting it in 1 by 1 as a bucket is okay. Putting it 1 by 1 as coal, no. So you refuel all, and it'll just take it all, and that's it. It's taken it all, and it's got those thousands there. So I could do that again now, and they've both got around about 2,000. That one's got 3,000, so we're looking okay for those two for now. Now, if I break this one, let's break this one, because lava's easier to get hold of. I'm not so fussed about that one, right? And now go back in and type refuel. It's going to say fuel level is 0. It has forgotten everything since I broke it. I broke it and it's forgotten that I gave it any lava. So I'm going to have to start giving it lava again. Now, this is something that we can overcome. So that one. Refuel again. And it takes that first bucket at 1000, you see. It's lost all of the data that was inside it when I broke it. Now, the way to get around that is to label set. Give it a name. If it's got a name, it's got an identity, and it will remember its contents of fuel levels and programs and things like that. Otherwise, when you break it, it just sort of wipes it and sets it back to factory default. So let's set this one to... Let's have my other two children first off, okay? So we'll have Sam. This one is label set Sam. Now the computer label is set to Sam. There we go. So now when I break Sam and replace, I will be able to do the refuel command, and it should read 1000 because it's now remembered that it's got fuel in it, okay? And this one we will label set Sarah. So they will be pleased when they see them in action that Thomas, Sarah and Sam will all be busy digging for Daddy. Okay? And let's get a little bit more fuel in him before we start moving on to actually using them. There's two easy programs that you can start with to get going and digging out areas. Let's take Sarah and let's take Sam. And let's pick an area like this. Here we go. This is what I plan on making it look like. And I don't plan on digging it all out with my own bare hands. I'm going to use the power of turtles. So first off, I need a turtle to go down this height here. And turtles always do a 3 wide. I can't place it here because of the trapdoor, well, the garage doors technically taking up that block space. Even though they're not there, I can't place anything against this because it's got the trapdoor place, well, the garage door place. So I can place there, you see, and the garage doors decide to close. So there we go. I've closed the garage doors because I clicked on the area in it. So the first command that I'm going to show you with turtles is the tunnel command. Now I'm going to tunnel, and I want it to tunnel for me, and you then set how many blocks. So I could just set 1 block, and it'll just literally clear the area around it. 2 blocks would make it take a step forwards and clear that area as well, so clearing the area around it and the next area on. But I want it to basically go 64 blocks in that direction. And immediately it will start taking all of these things out. And as you can see, it's also placing the block that's in its inventory in the first slot so it can walk across. This also works for bridge building in the Nether. If you wanted to do that way, you just have to make sure that you've got something important in that first slot. Now I'm going to put a piece of flint in there because it can't place a piece of flint, so I don't have to clear all these blocks up from behind it. It won't be able to place anything, for therefore it'll just keep going. And it does this little 2x3 corridor. Yeah, you see what it's doing? 2x3 corridor, nice and easy, and that's what the tunnel command does. So let's set Sam doing it just here on this section. We'll go same again, tunnel 64. There we go. He can head off that way, and I want to give him, I don't know, let's give him a bucket. That way he doesn't have to place anything underneath him, although he will have a block underneath him anyway, so he won't do something like that anyway. And then we've got the other 2 turtles, which I'll get out as well now. And we'll have them going from here, because I want them to dig into the walls here. So you can also tunnel 64, thank you, go for it. They will clear it all out nicely, and the you over this side. Let's put Thomas on this side, and he can also tunnel 64. And you shouldn't need to worry about that because he's got blocks all the way down in front of him, so he should be okay to just clear that out in front of him. So these guys will now just uncover things like this, diamonds, and I can come along and just claim the diamonds, or they will claim the diamonds for me as they're digging. It is that simple, and if I want some cobble out of them, I can just take the cobble out of them like that. He's already got 3 diamonds himself. There we go. Awesome. See, it's that easy to get diamonds in this as well. I've been clearing out in different areas around this base so far, and as you can see, I've found a ton of diamonds already and used a ton of diamonds as well. Really super simple. And now I'm kind of AFK in it. What I would generally do is put F7 on, right? And you can see when there's areas that are unlit. I'm going down the centre route with torches, and this torchlight should spread far enough across to hit that wall and keep that wall lit as well. So the first tunnel I dig down here, I chase after it, placing torches. So I follow it all the way down, placing torches. And then these guys can just clear while I'm kind of AFKing, because I know that nothing will spawn in these tunnels while I'm doing that. Makes it ideal, doesn't it? Okay, so when they run out of fuel, or when their inventories are full, in tunnel mode, they will just stop. And that's a bit of an issue, but it's what happens. So they will just basically fill up of cobble and other useful things and then stop and wait to be emptied. So you have to go and sort them out. The next mode that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to wait for these to finish and then go to a new location to show you that, is the excavate. Oh my days, did I just have a bit of fun? That was kind of exciting what I've just done. Let's drop down here, and yep, I got my fall boots on again. Just been into the nether. Got all sorts of shards and stuff and bits and pieces and wither stuff and things. Yes, I've been fighting withers in the nether. And if you have a look at what's going on here, Hector had a few problems. And I think we can scroll back up. Yeah, he was killing or being slain by bold skeletons and stuff. And I'm like, hey, do you want any help? Yeah, sure. I walk in there, one-shotted me, smacked me down, one-shotted me. Then we had the gravestones all sorted out and all kinds of things like that, and eventually got it all done. I'm not showing you the footage. I'll leave that to somebody else to show you in the future. When he's got it set up a little bit better, maybe he'll show. Oh, but I did lose all of my cobblestone that I brought with me. I managed to get my golden bags back, which is a hell of a good thing. And all of my loot and stuff, which is very, very useful, as you might be aware. But I didn't get the cobblestone back off him. But that's not a problem. That's not a problem. I wanted to show you out the turtles right now. I wanted to show you digging with turtles. And I picked this little bay here because no one's going to miss this little bit of coastline just over here. So I figured this would be a good place to show you what the turtles can do. So I'm going to do a little experiment, a little bit of a thing going on here. Let's start with placing... Actually, I had a chest. Where did I put the chest? Oh man, it's all gone to pot now, hasn't it? It's all gone crazy weird now. Right, so let's get one turtle. Let's take Sarah. And I need one piece of wood as well, just to make a chest. There's a tree over there, but I don't like the look of her over there. And did I end up with an axe? Yes, I've still got an axe. Awesome. And do I have any arrows? Yes, I do. Can I shoot her and get her out my face so I don't have to worry about her again? She was concerning me being all the way over there. And she isn't disappearing very easily. I'm used to hitting them with like 2 shots from a proper bow. It's just an old bow, this one. So let's go and get some wood. I just need enough to make a quick chest and set things up. I was so organised. And I said, oh, Hector's having a little bit of a problem. Let's go and help him out. But I didn't want to distract from what episode I was doing. So I just kind of quickly whizzed in there, died, messed around in there for a little bit with him, got it all sorted. It was fun. I like the idea of the place, and I would like to have a go at it myself. But still, that is not what I'm planning on doing here. Let's do it that way. Okay, so we plant down the turtle and we make a little chest and we put the chest behind the turtle. Now that's a very important thing, okay? The other important thing is the turtle, in this case Sarah, is going to move straight and going to work in that arc over there, okay? So when I tell her to do a 5... right, this is what I'm going to do, 5. She's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go across 1 and come back down 5, and across 1 and up 5, and so on, until she's done a 5 by 5 area here. So where she's pointing, forward and to the right, is the area that she's actually going to mine when we use the excavate command. And I really like how this new ComputerCraft shows you the spelling, because the amount of times I would misspell things, incredible. Okay, let's just go with an excavate 5, just for the example, okay? Excavate 5, she will now just start to excavate. So she takes the block that you placed her on, and then she'll just do a sweep of the area, and she will break anything that comes into contact with, including water, including lava, everything. You see how she's breaking the water? Fortunately for us, water repairs itself in this day and age, so we've got that going on, that's okay. And she'll go around and she'll continue in this 5x5 motion, taking the shortest route, going down and then up through, and carry on with her 5x5 route, okay? Taking everything. And what you'll find is she will fill herself up with all of those things. The difference between the tunnel command and the excavate command is that when she's full, when the turtle is full, she will come to this chest that was behind her and try and put everything into the chest. That may take some time, but trust me, having a chest there means I can just go walk off and I can go and do something else. As long as this chunk remains loaded so that the turtle can carry on digging, then everything the turtle digs will end up in this chest here. And so you can pretty much quarry out and excavate large areas just by letting the turtle do the work for you and having a chest system. One of my favourite things is possibly putting an ender chest there. And not the normal kind of vanilla ender chest either. I'm talking about an ender chest from Chicken Chunks. A Chicken Chunks ender chest, one of these guys. Blaze rods, which means I'm going to have to go back into the nether to sort that out. Wool makes the little wool tabs on the top, and obsidian and a chest. You can then colour the tabs to colour code it. And anyone can reach into the ender chest, and anyone can pull out of the ender chest, including machines. So in this case, I would have an ender chest, and she would be harvesting all of that, come back up, put it in the ender chest. The ender chest would be linked somewhere where everything would get pulled out again. So no matter where she was digging, she would be able to come back to this ender chest. Now, I'm just going to leave her to dig all the way down. We're not going to be able to see much of that hole, but don't worry, you'll get to see plenty of big, strange quarry holes around this world, or maybe a Mistcraft age in the future. I will get on with that soon enough. I would like to go and stop her, but I'm going to wait until she comes back up before I show you the next command. Okay, I got to stop her. She's getting a long way down now, and I keep having little problems. Little problems here and there. Right, come on, Sarah. Right, now you come in this way. Okay. Grabbing hold of a turtle once it's on its path is very, very difficult. Here we go. Control T. Hold Control T and it terminates the program. Whew. Okay. She's good. She's done. I've had so many problems. Water mainly the issue. I've put a sponge up there. One of these open block sponges. It's only a slime ball and a piece of wool. But it basically stops the water flowing. And because this was water flowing down, and the more she was digging, the more water was flowing down, when I came down to check on her, I found that I was very, very difficult to swim back up. And I ended up drowning just a few times. Yeah, I died a couple of times to death. Death. Yeah, I'm in there somewhere. Lots and lots of watery grave stuff death. And now I've got to kind of get her out of this inventory mode and put some stuff away. So, yeah, that is about all I got time for this episode, though, folks. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Looks like she's all clear of the good stuff right now. So, we just want her in the inventory. Smash and grab. Yes, got her. First thing as well. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm going to have to pillar my way up out of this place and seal it all off. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I will do some more stuff very soon for you. Very, very soon. Lots of basics, yes I know, but we'll get on to some more advanced stuff as and when we've progressed through the basic stuff. Hopefully some of these little tips and bits and pieces will be very useful to help some of the newer Hypermine modded players to be able to figure out how to get a speedy start. No more mining. That's this episode. No more mining. Use turtles. Let them do all the work. Until next time, folks, thank you very much for watching another episode on the Hypermine server playing Infinity. I will see you very soon for some more. Goodbye.